We begin tonight's coverage with a recap of elections in Northwest Iowa. So let's take a look at a few of those top watched races. First, we'll begin in Sioux City. The city council race had a lot of eyes on it. The numbers were close. However, incumbent Julie Shaner wins her second four-year term as a council member, holding off a challenge from Tom Murphy. Securing four-year terms on the Sioux City School Board, Trayla Lee, Earl Miller, Lance Imke, and John Myers. They were elected from 11 candidates. In the race to fill the remaining 2 years of the term of Perla Alarcon-Fleury, who did move out of the district, if you'll remember, a little earlier this year, Board President Dan Greenwell defeated Simahar Gebrekidan, that with 57% of the vote. Voters in the Lawton Bronson Community School District, they came out and made their voices heard. They voted to reject the $15.5 million bond, with 54% needed a 60% approval to pass. This bond would have paid for a new auditorium as well as gymnasium. And of course, to see a complete list of results from last night's election, you can see those numbers right now on KTIV.com.